So I do it. I hit the go live button, and here we are going live. How exciting! With the finale of Nemesis Untold Stories. And if you haven't joined us on this journey before, then or you're catching up somehow on this in the future and you've stumbled upon this episode first. This is episode 6 in a 4-part series, I think. So, Untold Stories is, of course, the cooperative version of the Nemesis board game, the space alien survival horror game, which I've been working through solo. And I am now on part 4, and I'm all set up and ready to take on this new episode. Hey, Toby, thanks for joining me. How you doing? Are you excited to see what's going to happen to our survivors? Yes, because the reason I've made this joke about the number of episodes is because, of course, I got stuck on part 3 for 3 times. Oh well, Toby, I think you saw at least one version of part 3. Even if you didn't see the part where I finally succeeded, which has allowed us to move on to part 4, which I'm very excited about. It does look like this is the final chapter, and it does caution me that my decisions are going to have a big impact on the epilogue and outcome of the story. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. I don't know if that means it's impossible to fail. If I die, we'll just get a bad ending, or if it is possible to not even reach one of the endings, if indeed there are many endings, of which I'm not totally certain. But I'm feeling relatively confident. I also, for those of you who are sort of unfamiliar with the world they've been setting up here on board the Nemesis spaceship, and we can take a quick look down here and see our starting crew. Let me come into this view here. So we've got our spaceship all set up. You'll notice that we're not actually on board the Nemesis. We're back on board the Ariadne. And I'll talk about the distinction there in a minute. But what I just wanted to talk about was these two crewmates. We've got Mechanic and Soldier back because they were the ones I was playing in the last scenario. It did tell me to set up the same characters. I thought maybe, it would tell me to use the characters I started with originally, because I think the premise here is that the crew are all just a big vat of clones that are constantly being reproduced on board this Ariadne ship and being sort of killed off by intruders. And you can see there's an intruder that actually starts on the board. They're actually coming for me from the get-go in this one, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. But before we get too much into it as well, I have a little bit of actual something to talk about, which is the soundtrack. There's a fan of the game, Michael Barrett, who made a soundtrack, the Alpha Suite and the Beta Suite, through his production company Sound Stuff. And I reached out to them because someone in chat suggested I do it, actually. They said, why don't you get the official, or I don't know if it's official, but the Nemesis-inspired soundtrack for the game. And I reached out to Michael. Turns out I'm not the first person to do this. I'm pretty sure Adam Smith over at Rolling Solo did this when he played through Untold Stories. So Michael was more than happy to sort of offer me the same kind of deal that Adam had, which means that I'm telling you now that all the music you're listening to in this live stream is from Michael and Sound Stuff, and you can go and check out his soundtracks on the links in the description down below the video. So this is what I've got is actually a special sort of 90-minute cut together streamer version that I guess he made for Rolling Solo, and I've yoinked. So that's going to be fun. We're going to have some actual Nemesis inspired music, which I'm excited about. I haven't actually listened to it yet, but I'm sure it's great. And we will discover it together during the stream. And yes, speaking of which, I think we have an epilogue to read. So let's start the music and then we'll look at the book. Because I've set up the game. I've looked at the setup for the mission, but I have not read anything yet because I thought we could discover it together. So we're going to do that janky thing where we look at the top-down camera, and it's going to look a bit weird and out of focus probably because it's not quite good. But never mind. I don't know if it's better to use the hand camera. I don't know. Maybe we can use this camera, which I tentatively call my I don't know if this would be better or worse than use. Oh no. No comments on professionalism. I'll have none of that. I mean, the top-down camera has worked previously. Except for that part, remember, where I read it and then the sound wasn't working? That was fun. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look and see if this is a good way to look at it. Okay. So, cue the exciting music. If it's too loud, let me know in chat and I can adjust it here. All right. Right. Do we not have sound for that? Cool. So, no worries. So it's intro back to the start. We've got a pulse coming here out of nowhere. And then it looks like the Ariadne sort of kicking back into life. So if you remember, this is the ship we started on at the very beginning before we discovered the Nemesis. And it says, "Rising up from the dead ain't easy. The echo of your final moments keeps ringing in your ears. The phantom pain strikes like a sledgehammer. Drone sets A and B lost. Initiate emergency mission termination." And then we've got some multiple choice options here, where what we're going to do is we're going to sum up all of the clue tokens and check them against our decisions to see what's going on, which is pretty exciting. So we've actually not done too badly. So if we cut up here, you can see I've got 5 clue tokens, which you might recognize these clue tokens from something else that uses clue tokens. Is this camera on? Actually, this clue token's invisible. But we've got 5 of those. We don't have choice. We don't have choice F, and we don't have choice G either. So our score is, we subtract 1 from missing choice G, so our score is 4, which means that we do get to go to intro 3. So that's exciting. Get my face out of here for a minute. We're back where it all started. After the first shock, we quickly pieced things together. There were 3 full sets of crew on board the Ariadne, organic print carbon copies, impressive and prohibitively expensive. We were definitely not a regular space trucker crew. Each of us has a quantum uplink in our skull. If we're about to die, it can transmit our consciousness in nanoseconds to our other drone. Too bad we seem to be out of copies. These bodies are the last set left on the Ariadne. What went wrong with the first set? Where are our memories of our previous deaths? And what the hell are we doing on this ship? I hope we have enough time to find answers. Ooh! Ooh, this is a big alien. Alright, so here we've got the setup, which I've already taken care of. It says, completing this mission. The mission ends when the story event says so. Start the game according to the standard rules of play until you trigger an event. Check the event results in the book, and then we're just over here onto the events pages. So we'll discover those in due course. But what I will do is give you guys a little bit of insight into what I've been doing here. So I've set up the Ariadne according to certain specifications. specification number 1 is that the engines are gone. There are no engines at all. So I haven't put out any engines. The engines are totally borked. Now, if we'd managed to send ourselves a bit of a warning message at the end of the last episode, we might have had an event up here in the surgery, but I didn't put that out because we didn't manage to do that. So what we do have is an event here in the generator. We have to go in there and use the generator to trigger this event. That's currently the only thing I think we can do that's useful in terms of actually triggering an event. I've also set us up with the soldier and the mechanic. I did think about putting out the pilot and the captain because they were the people we used in the very first episode, and so it seemed kind of right that they should be the ones that sort of rebooted in the last episode. But the instructions did say use your characters from the last mission, so these are the characters from the last mission. And I've also grown attached to them, because even though they only actually coexisted for one mission, I've played the most games with them, because I failed a bunch. So, fingers crossed. Now we just start playing Nemesis as per the rules of Nemesis. But there was one other instruction, actually, which is when I draw an event card, I have to do something. So, that's going to be in here. Let me just double check what it said here in the instructions. It says, now I can't find it. Do you ever do that? Do you read something and then lose your mind? Apparently it's a sign of ADHD. Hey, check this out. There's a little bit of commentary here. The pilot. I don't want to spoil the moment, but we're still kind of screwed here. Captain. Is there nothing we can do to move this ship? Is there nothing we can do to move this ship? I'm afraid not. The jump drive is beyond repair. And that's not our only worry. The malware they injected is hacking into our systems on Sedna. It's still present. The ship may try to kill us, and both the cockpit and the escape pods are non-functional. Is there any way to solve this? A full reboot with a system recovery should help. Using the generator master switch. Right. I'll be quick if I were you. They might still be going looking for the ship. That's my amazing character acting right there. Yeah, so trolling me as usual. The game is like there are 2 doors on the board at the beginning of the game. Way scarier than the alien. If you know anything about how Nemesis works, the doors are the worst. And these ones are also invincible doors. I can't open them until the story tells me I can open them. So there's a little story event token in here that I can trigger when I get there. But first I have to get there. And I can't find the thing about the event token, so the event card. So maybe I'm lying. Maybe that doesn't exist. Ooh. In this mission, the door exploration token is used to trigger event 3. Whenever you reveal this exploration token, set an appropriate number of items in the room and go to event 3. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Except that I don't know if I'll have the door exploration token. I presume that's the token that slams the door shut, right? Alright. Help me remember that, chat. When I reveal the door exploration token, we shall go to event 3. There was also a rule that maybe the ship would be damaged, but... Oh yeah, here we go. Start. Start the game according to the standard rules and play until you trigger an event. Check the event results in the back of the book. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of, I think. Which just means, let's crack on. First we have to go to the generator and restart the ship. Thanks, Mr. Scientist, for your input. Difter jumps in, he's like, first thing I hear is Mike ranting about the doors. The doors! The doors! It's not unwarranted, I'm just saying. So, I'm going to drop 5 cards and get started. Here we go. How's the music, guys? Could it be louder? Quieter? I think it's a bit quiet for me, but that might just be my headset setup here. Ooh, I haven't even randomized who's going to go first. I got down my 3D Space Cats as well. I thought I'd use the Space Cats for once. Man, let's use the Intruder Space Cat. Yes. fact, is possible to focus. Hey! Actually, I kind of want to use this instead of the intruder on the board. Oh no, the Ariadne's cat has been infected! Right, who's going first? Randomize it. Somehow. Looks like the full stop is doing the trick. Okay, mechanic's going first. Right. Mechanic. Well, oh, if I've got the air ducts card, that'd be a great start, wouldn't it? Air ducts, air ducts, air ducts, air ducts. I didn't get it. Well, I've decided that we should move this way towards the generator room. I mean, there's 2 air ducts into this room actually, so I could feasibly, like, if I haven't got the card now, I'm gonna have it next turn. So I'm just thinking it might be better for the mechanic to slip through the ducts. Then again, I don't know if I just want to cautiously wander around, very, very carefully exploring the ship as per my normal, incredibly cautious Nemesis methods. Because, quite frankly, if you're not cautious in Nemesis, you die. It's true. Difter, you're confusing me as usual. Alright. I don't need the help. I confuse myself more than enough. Right, I got the... Oh, interruption is actually useful in story mode. It has proven to be useful. Although, to be fair, I don't think that there's going to be anything useful for it right now, because I'm not going to get any story moments until I get to here. It also told me to reset the intruder weaknesses, so those are all new. I don't know what they are. Also, the bag is pretty much the standard setup, except there's a breeder in there, and the queen is not in there. The queen's out of the bag at the moment, so I guess that's a small mercy. A breeder's slightly less bad than the queen, I suppose. Anywho, I guess we'll get rid of... Oh god, the Ariadne ship is really a disastrous layout. I hadn't realized until I sort of started playing the game full thing that how much worse the Ariadne is than the rest of the ships. Wow, words. Than the other ship, the Nemesis. The layout of the Nemesis is easier to get around than the Ariadne. I just turned the music up a bit, guys, but let me know if it's too much or anything like that. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna give up the interruption because it's basically useless at this stage. Let's see what this soldier has. I wonder, is it worth going to kill the alien right away? Just preemptively kill it? Because you never know when you're going to draw a card that's like, aliens on the board, jump out and kill you. I didn't get any of his good shooting cards. I got all the bad shooting cards. So maybe I'll just let it follow me for a bit. And that would be... Then I could surprise it. I got none of the search and basic repairs and interruption and all that stuff. The soundtrack literally just beeped and I was like, what was that? Atmospheric? Yeah, it's got it. Okay, I guess we can just roll randomly for this movement. So I guess the mechanic's going into here. This'll be fine. I'm feeling good. Alright, here we go. We've discovered a room. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Roll for noise first. Yeah! That's a 4. And the 4 is... Ha! The direction I came from. It's probably just the soldier that we're hearing. Oh, we got slimed. Why do I always get slimed, man? Like, always the way. I always get slimed straight away. I hate that. Oh, good! Well, now here's an interesting thing, because there is only one egg. We're off to a great start. It's like, just immediately get slimed, and then wind up in the alien nest. I mean, we could grab an egg, though, just in case we find the laboratory. We could get a weakness pretty much straight away. I don't know if I was supposed to put out a alien corpse in the hibernatorium, but not an alien corpse, a human corpse in the hibernatorium, but I didn't. So it may well be the case that this is going to be one of the easiest weaknesses we can find in this game, so I think we should potentially just grab that. There's only one egg in the nest as well, so that's possibly a good thing to get rid of because of, you know, reasons. You know, then it can't hatch and turn into a monster that eats us, which would be good. So with that in mind, I guess I'll find a couple of cards here from the mechanic to get rid of. We've got Rest, Pyrotechnics, Search, and Ingenuity. I like these two cards a lot, so I think I'll give up Rest and Pyrotechnics to take the egg. We take the egg from the alien nest, and we hold on to it. It's a heavy item, I'm pretty sure, so it goes down there. We've got these gross alien eggs as well, the 3D terrain. Oh, I dropped it. Dropped the egg. It's broken now. I have to have scrambled eggs. And that's his turn over. It says it's soldier time. So, the good news is that the mechanic's there, so we can just move in without having to roll for noise. And I guess we should just carry on exploring. I mean, knowing my luck, the first event card I'm going to draw is if you're in the nest, spawn the queen. But maybe we can actually explore up here and the mechanic can get out before the end of the round. So that'd probably be a good thing. Yeah. This is exactly the right time for my favorite Nemesis adjacent meme. This is fine. Okay, so we keep moving, I think, with the soldier. Let's give up blah 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 blah. Rest. We don't need it right now. Move on into here. So as you can see, well, oh, we've already wandered way out of the silent lens at this camera. But most importantly, what we're doing is we're putting distance between us and the adult alien who wants to eat us. So roll for noise. Yeah. And that horribly out of focus number is a 1. So now the noise is coming from the corridor down there. And we've got a malfunctioning room with one thing in it. And that one thing is... Oh, it's the laboratory. Great, we can analyze the egg that I just found. That's convenient. Super convenient. But first, I guess we'll have to fix it, which is fine, because I do have a basic repairs card. But I feel like that should be the mechanic's job, really. I mean, if I use my basic repairs card, I'll be left with nothing. Which is fine unless I get surprise attacked, right? We can still search the room for a green item as well. That would be good. Anyway, it's the end of the soldier's turn. We've done 2 moves. So we're back onto the mechanic. He does have Ingenuity, which is a 0-cost repair. So I think, because I also have Search, and I was quite keen to use Search, actually. But I'm thinking I'll get rid of Search to move in. And I was thinking maybe I'd give up Ingenuity to fix the room right away, but I really don't want to end the turn just with 0 cards right away. Because if we both have to roll for noise, that's a pretty good chance there's going to be an alien in here already. So, you know, I mean, I do have the first player token, so, well, it depends actually who. It's more likely to attack the soldier because he'll roll second, because the mechanic's the first player, so he'll roll first. But he could get attacked. Hey, Sniper Elgato! This is not the Nemesis, this is the Ariadne. We're back on the Ariadne now. The Nemesis, I don't know what happened to it, but it's probably fine with my makeshift jury-rigged cable system. I'm sure it's floating away in space safely and happily without any problems. I'm sure it's fine. So, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give up search and keep the other two just in case we get attacked. I'll give up search, which lets me search the room for it. With the soldier, the mechanics passed because he had a second action but he didn't use it. So green items, please. Those are the red ones. We got 2 green items, and the room ticks down to 0. Bip up, already out of stuff. Oh, I have to rebuy. You get in there. Medkit and military drugs. I mean, I don't mind the military drugs, but the medkit is so clutch, so I'll keep the medkit. That goes in the back of the deck. Alright, cool. So that's the end, I think, of round 1. Everyone's passed, and so we're going into the event phase. And I'm going to start off by losing a bit of time. We've got 15 rounds, which is plenty of time to sort out all of the ship's problems. So I'm not worried at all or stressed about that. I think it's going to be totally fine. So now we've got 14 rounds, I guess. There's no self-destruct timer. The intruder's not going to attack. There's no fire damage, so we're moving straight onto the event car. Each character with a lava on their character board dies. Well, phew. Every character draws 4 cards from their deck and scans all contamination cards. If they have at least 1 infected card, put the lava on their character board. Discard drawn cards. Also, the adults don't actually move as part of this event. So this is kind of a bummer, and I'll tell you why. Because I was kind of looking forward to drawing these next 4 cards in both of these characters' decks, primarily because I think, but I think I still have to do this even though I know there's no contamination in here, because Dems the rules. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that, no contamination. But there's my technical corridors card that I needed. Damn it. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, yeah, there's all my shooting cards. Literally every single one of the 3 shooting cards that I wanted is there, so that's also really annoying. But, c'est la vie. At least it's not worse. And now we're going to resolve back development. Spooky back development. This is where the aliens come out. Okay. That! Oh, it's the blank! Doesn't that mean, what does that mean? Add an adult intruder to the bag. Okay. I'm not cheating. It's an adult intruder. You can't see shit. Sorry. You can kind of see it. I don't know why that's taken out that blue, but there we go. Into the bag with you. Alright. Well, we've survived a round. The space cat, the alien cat, moves over to the soldier. And we're going to draw a card here and reset. I guess it's a good thing the soldier's going first. I mean, hopefully this version, the 3rd drone of the soldier, will prove slightly more effective than the previous drones. But, let's see. I mean, I don't even need the technical corridors card anymore, actually, to be fair. Although, I was going to hang out in the laboratory and analyze this object. I still think that's a good idea. Maybe I'll get the card that lets me use the room action for free. Or for less than 2. That'd be great. Clap. And here we go. Alright, soldier. We got basic repairs, interruption, I had those before. Nerves of steel, search and rest. Great, none of the shooty cards. That's fine, I guess. I just won't do any shooting. I just won't encounter any aliens, it'll be fine. So we got ingenuity. Fast repairs is another good one that fixes things. We got the technical corridors card. Why do I only have 4 cards here? No, I should have one more. It's not, unfortunately, the room computer techno card that we would have liked, but never mind. So, soldier moves first, and I guess we're just going to keep moving around the ship. I guess I'll get rid of basic repairs, because quite frankly, I'm not going to spend 3 cards to do something that mechanic can basically do for 1. And we'll go in here. It's a 1! Well, I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? Still hanging out over there, lurking, waiting, always lurking, always waiting. Oh! Oh, it's event number 3. Remember? The door thing? Okay, this is either going to be great or it's going to be bloody terrible. I'm nervous. I'm soups nervous. Come here. Wait, no, don't move that right now. Just focus. Focus. Event 3. Isolated. Some of the malware that infected our systems on Sedna must still be active. We shouldn't trust the ship too much. Close all the doors leading out of the room you're in. Place 1 ammo injury token next to your character, representing the air that's being vented out of the room. Remove it at the start of the next round. If the token is gone and your character is still trapped in the room, suffer 1 light wound at the start of each round. Once any door leading to this room is open, the effect ends. The doors! And the ship! It's a trap! I knew it. I knew we couldn't trust them doors. All along. I knew the truth. I knew the truth. I should have called this episode Return of the Treacherous Doors. This is the worst possible room for this to happen in because there's so many doors leading off of it and I need to go through so many of them. It's actually probably easier for the mechanic to backtrack to the nest and use the technical corridors at this point. Of course, then he's going to be trapped in the generator room. This is what happened when I played the first one, isn't it? They did this deliberately at Waken Realms. Although this token being there is completely random and just bad luck. It's the fire control system. Remember when I desperately needed to find that? Alright, here is our token representing air that's being vented. Hopefully someone has a card to open these doors up. Let's find out. Curse you, doors! Well, I certainly don't have any on the soldier. I don't have any. I don't have any cards to deal with this. You goddamn doors! You're maniacs! All of you! I've got nothing I can do about this. Literally no demolition cards. None of the cards I need to open these doors. There's nothing I can do. That was action number 1 from the soldier as well, wasn't it? So, I don't know if maybe he should just pass. I mean, I guess I use a search action, right? What was the exact wording on the event? How quickly am I going to die here? I guess, because it says round, and you have to remember that round and turn in this game is the character is still... If the token is gone, the character is still trapped in the room, except for 1 light wound at the start of each round. So a round is a player action phase, you know? And a turn is the collection of all player action phases. They just made everything wrong in terms of terminology. So basically, what I probably want to do is do 1 round with the mechanic and then just immediately pass with all the characters. Otherwise, that soldier's probably going to die. Or he's going to take a bunch of light wounds and it's not worth it. And then I can rescue him next turn using the mechanic. The mechanic will get a decent card, I'm sure, but a lot of his cards open doors. And quite frankly, the soldier... I'll probably be spoilt for choice next round, is what I'm saying. I'll probably be spoilt for choice next turn, is what I'm saying. So, with that in mind, we will do a search, because we might as well try to do something vaguely productive. Okay, so, yellow items. What if we find something useful to save our skins? Ah, well, I guess I'll take the energy charge. And I think that's the end of that. So the soldier will end his round. At the end of each round, remove the token at the start of the next round. Yeah. Okay. At the start of the next round. I presume that's not that character's round. Remove it at the start of the next round. If the token is gone, your character is still trapped in the room at the start of each round. Yeah, that couldn't be more clear. So, start of the mechanics round, I remove the token. Womp womp, what up? And now the mechanic's got 2 actions. And I think my actions are simply going to be action number 1, fix the room I'm in. I guess we use fast repairs, right? Does that make sense? Discard the malfunction token. And that's a good start. And then we'll give up a couple of cards. Let's keep technical corridors, and I guess we'll keep interruption. I don't know. I don't know what I need interruption for. Let's keep search and technical corridors, I guess. We'll give up interruption and ingenuity to use the room action in the laboratory to scan the egg. So we feed the egg into the laboratory, and the laboratory is like, bleep bloop, blip blop. This is what we do, right? We analyze an object. Yeah. I remember how the room's working on this is. Bleep bloop, vital places. Oh, this is a good one. Didn't I have this one before? God, I shuffled these as well. Combat die results against adult intruders. Blanks are treated as hits. Great. Love it. That's a good one. So that's going to make our life a bit easier. And I guess the soldier's going to take 2 light wounds, right? Because that's the end of the mechanic's round. So now it's the start of the round for the soldier. He takes the light wound and passes. And then it's the start of the round for the mechanic, who... So the soldier takes another light wound when the mechanic passes. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here right now. Did I want to discard any of these cards? I really don't need rest or interruption. But I also am worried about alien attack. No, I've got nerve system, so I'll get rid of rest because it's useless. get rid of interruption too. It's fine. I can actually just use nerves of steel to ignore surprise attack anyway. Cool. Right. Time ticks on. 13 rounds to go. Fire damage, nothing. Event card. So the adults move along corridor 3. Blah! They were here just 1 minute ago. I know, I saw them. They were definitely here. Where did they go? Ah, intruder. Discard 1 egg from the intruder board. Ha! Well, there are none. Any characters in the nest room whose players have no action cards left are infested by larvae. Well, that's also nothing. If no character was infested, put a lava token into the intruder bag. Even though I couldn't remove an egg? Oh, fine. Larva token. I guess that's, honestly, I'd rather have a larva token in there than, you know, breeders or queens or whatever. Give it a little shake. And now we're going to do Intruder Bag Development. Hey, Margot, glad you could join in. It's the, Revenge of the Doors. God, why is it always me? Now we're just a few turns in. Dun 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 dun. Blah. It's an adult, so I think that's everyone rolls for noise. Let us begin with player 1, the soldier, because that is the rules of the game. Dun 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 ba da da dun dun. Well, nobody can see that. It's a 4. That's not an alien, is it? No. Nope, that's okay. I mean, it's not great, but you know. It's not an encounter yet. There we go. And now we roll for the mechanic. Okay, come on, Mr. Mechanic. Don't let me down. I believe in you. You can do this, buddy. You got this. I have faith! What is that? 2? It's 2. Which is also kind of fine, but it's definitely like, I think the soldier's getting surrounded. There's definitely something creeping around these locked doors, trying to get in and spook our soldier. The Nemesis is, as always, indomitable. Thanks, chat. The beggars. Glad I've got you here with me to lighten my spirits with puns. Top quality puns. Okay, so we're done back development. Yeah, I'll go back in. And now we just gotta hope I draw some of those cards that open up doors. If I don't draw a card that opens doors, the captain's like, the soldier's like literally dead. So the cat walks back over here to the mechanic, and we get 3 cards. So show me a card that opens doors. Computer skills. Oh, that's what I want to. Demolition. Yes, destroy a door. Cool. Open or close one door in a corridor connected to the room you're in. Okay, so we've got computer skills too, so we might actually want to use these cards intelligently to make sure we can get into the generator room. So I don't want to be dilly-dallying around, unable to progress. So we've got 4 cards here. Covering fire, search. We got full auto, and we got taking aim. So we got all the shooty cards for the soldier. So if we do have an alien encounter, we're fine. But fortunately, the mechanic is going first, which is good news because he's got all of the cards that open doors. So let us start with, I guess we'll start with computer skills because we're in a room with a computer and it's not malfunctioning. Although the fire control system also has a computer or whatever. So we'll play this one down to open this door. Blam! We hack the door, we free the soldier. So at least he's going to stop taking wounds, which is good. And then I guess second action, we should give up I guess we don't need technical corridors anymore, so we'll give up the technical corridors card to move into where the soldier is. Okay. Now the soldier's just kind of killing time here because he can't, unfortunately, open those doors to get into the generator, which is kind of a shame. Yeah, what is the room action in here? It's the fire control system. Initiate the fire control procedure. Right. I don't want to set a fire, though. You can set a fire in this room, I think, but I'm not going to... No. Don't do that. So I can do another search. I think that's about it. I mean, if I get some duct tape, I could then activate my armor, which would be good. Well, let's see what I get first. We'll do a search, and then we'll try to figure out our life. Because I don't want to... What I don't want to do... So there's the search card. What I don't want to do is pass. Then I won't get my second action, or any more actions for the whole round, which is bad. I think, because, you know, time is rapidly dwindling. So we're going to go tick this down to 2. Let's see what we got. Show me spare change of clothes. Spacesuit. One use only. If you are in a yellow room, discard all your action cards and move your character to any other yellow room. Wow, I don't think I've ever drawn that in all of my games of Nemesis. That's crazy. Huh. Cool. Fully load ammo in a flamethrower or chemicals which can be used to make a flamethrower or Molotov cocktail or an antidote. I don't want the spacesuit. That could be super clutch. I mean, right now, not really. There's a yellow room over here, the airlock that I was told to put out. And we got one here and one here. That's it. I guess we'll take the spacesuit. Kind of hoping for some duct tape, to be honest, so I could get my armor, but that's fine. Alright. Right, now what am I going to do for my second action? I'm basically all out of stuff. Hey, Marco! Thanks for joining in chat. I'm just, I'm at a loss of what to do with my soldier. I would like to, it would be great to also explore another room, but unfortunately the doors are all shut. I can only go back to the laboratory, which is kind of pointless at this stage, I think. God, I'm not just going to pass here in the fire control system room, am I? There's like literally nothing else I can do, though. Can't use the med kit. I could use the spacesuit. I could use the spacesuit and discard my whole hand to move into the room with the generator. Which would be entirely kind of pointless, right? I mean, it would be great if I didn't have a way to open this door with the mechanic in 2 seconds. But he's about to open that door. So, feels kind of silly to do that. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to pass. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'll just wait here with all my guns, and then when the alien shows up, I can kill it. Right. So the soldier passes, and the mechanic is going to use demolition to destroy one door. There's a very real possibility as well that we'll get an alien when we go in here, so that's great. Let us... Yeah. Right. Let us give up pyrotechnics. And search to move in carefully? No. My God, if I go in there and just immediately... No, let's do it. We'll go... We're running in! Next turn we can activate the generator, but for now, we're gonna have to roll for noise. Dun 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 dun. this ominous music is just like doing a much better job of than me of building the tension up. You guys hear that? That's danger. Danger zone. That's really bad. Oh no! So, I believe that if there's an adjacent intruder, they move towards me, but there isn't. I don't think he moves anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. If the intruder moves. Margot, I should have listened to you. What a fool I was. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out noise in every adjacent corridor. Which includes most of the technical corridors. So now the mechanic can't leave. And also have a problem conjuring anything in there. So that's great. Conjuring it. He'll probably encounter an alien. At least I've got that one card left. Okay, but that's the end of his turn, so I suppose we move on to the event phase. Because the soldier's not doing anything. He passed already. The mechanic with his one card left. I mean, he could just run back into the fire control system like, save me! To the soldier, but I don't want to do that. Time is fleeting. So, here we go! Event phase. First up, time moves inexorably forward. The things trigger, which is nothing, so we're straight into the event card. So the adult's going to move along corridor 2. He's actually leaving. He's going to appear. This is malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number, and shuffle this card back into the event stack. Okay. Well, that's the surgery. That's room number 3. So I guess the surgery spontaneously malfunctions. There. And I must recover my event stack here. Give it a shuffle. And on to bag development. So I'd really like to draw a larva token. Actually, I don't really want a larva token. A blank. I think the blank is the only token I can safely draw. Here. Otherwise, the mechanic is having an encounter. Probably getting surprise attacked as well. Oof. Well, it wouldn't be Mike playing Nemesis if I didn't move very carefully and everything went horribly wrong. And to be fair, I didn't move carefully. I moved recklessly. But I was moving the models together carefully. And it's not my fault. It was the doors. The doors screwed me. You all saw it. It's recorded for posterity. Besides, it wouldn't be the grand finale of this Untold Stories playthrough if the doors didn't show up to have their final revenge. I'm gonna leave the event cards up here. And now I'm gonna go for back development. Oh, please find the blank. I mean, a larva would be okay, but I'd still need to put another breeder in there, which I'm not excited about. But I'd much rather have this one. Please. Oh, it's an adult. Well, okay, now all I have to do is roll silence or danger, or the mechanic, and then nothing happens. Because I just have to put out noise where there already is noise. That's a 4. Wow, an encounter. So definitely going to get surprise attacked as well. It might be a larva. It could be a larva. Or it could be the blank. Larva or the blank. The chances are it's an adult, because that's how many tokens I have. Oh! Oh, it's larva! Oh, baby, it's a larva. Okay, so there's a larva in there now, but that's not so bad. And also, I have one card in hand, so I don't get surprise attacked, which is good. I mean, look at his little idiot. Why is this so bad? He's just like, I'm scary. No, you're just babies. It's fine. We'll just kill it real quick. Alright, a narrow escape. And now I still have to roll for noise for the soldier. That's a 1. So we'll put a no. Oh, that's an encounter. God's sake. Well, if you wanted to see some cool alien fighting, then now's the time for cool alien fighting, because the soldier's fighting an adult. It's warning 3, but I have 4 cards in hand, so I'm okay. I was the one that set up the door trap. It was me the whole time. God damn you, intruder, and your door trap. Okie dokie. That's the end of bag development. So, our little kitty cat is going to wander over here to the soldier, who's going to be going first. We're going to draw up. Soldier gets 1 card, which is Demolition, the door card I needed from before. The mechanic's going to get 4 cards. We got Search, so 2 searches and a Rest card, plus over here. It's fine. The aliens were going to show up eventually, right? At least I'm going to kill them right next to the laboratory and I can examine another carcass. Just learn more information. We'll be fine. Eddie, you joined just in time. Suspicious how you arrived in chat. The very same time the aliens arrived out of the air ducts. I'm sure it's just coincidence, right? Alright, we got technical corridors and pyrotechnics as well. All basically useless cards. Well, I suppose the technical corridors isn't too bad, because at least we can go move away to another room somewhere if we're really trapped. But it's the soldier to go first, and I don't see why I wouldn't begin with playing taking aim. So I get to perform a shoot action with my gun, and I can reroll my first combat die if I want. Here's my ammunition token and my shooting gun. Yeah, I need to play the cat card. Cat scares off aliens. It's seeing as we're doing a lot of dice rolling, let's just adjust the focus here a bit to see what it is. Here we go, shooting. It's the wrong focus adjustment. There we go. So that's a miss, isn't it? Because that hits only a creeper. So we can re-roll it. Huzzah! Well, that's a blank. But fortunately, we've got the vital places, which means that we do a wound instead. Oh no, that's out of focus. Great. Oh, that's very far. The point is, the blank becomes a hit. And because it's the assault rifle, we've done at least 1 injury, which means we can do another injury. See, it'd be great to have, like, actually legitimately good autofocus, but it never works. Probably. There we go. So, cool. 2 injuries to the alien. Nice. maybe he'll just bugger off right away. That would be so good of the soldier to actually, like, kill someone just straight off the bat. Never happens. But it would be nice. Right, where are my alien attack cards? Here we go. How many hit points do you have? 5! He's definitely not dead. Okay. Well, I guess we shoot again. Keep firing! So I don't really want to use full auto, because that's going to empty the entire magazine, and I don't think it's necessary. I think I'll probably just give up demolition to do a regular shoot action. So here's my ammo token, and here's my gun. Going bang, 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 bang. Alright, that's 2 more wounds. One for the hit, and another one for the vital plate, for the assault rifle. Just being good at shooting aliens. I think you're definitely dead now, Mr. Alien. I can just feel it. I can just feel it. Yeah! Oh, he retreats. He's not dead, but he buggers off. So I guess that's fine. I'll get you next time, soldier! Wait, is retreat to another room, or is it retreat to the technical corridors? It's retreat to the next room, isn't it? He just goes back into here, doesn't he? Man. Oh, man. Or do I draw an event card to see where he goes? Draw an event card and move the intruder through the corridor that matches the event card. But what happens if there's a door? Oh yeah, then doesn't he just destroy the door and doesn't move? Isn't that how movement with intruders works? If they try to move through a door and they can't? I'm gonna pretend that's what happens because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Alright, here we go. Event card then. So he's going along corridor 2, which happens to be the corridor I moved him on anyway. This is no bueno. I really didn't want him to, like, hang out. Intruder, you're not welcome here. I want you to die. God damn it. Chat, meanwhile, is way ahead of me on the rules for the game. I made 2 rules videos for this game, and I still can't remember how to play it. God damn it. I was mostly there. It's my little tick. I always have to, if I'm not 100% sure, I always have to check it, which is not very fun. Right, that's gone. That's the ammo. So I guess we're going to go alien hunting. We'll probably just follow him in there and kill him. At least then I can pick up his corpse and analyze it relatively easily. But first, let's find out what's going to happen with our mechanic, because he's got to kill this larva. Which is fine, because killing a larva is easy, right, mechanic? So I guess we just play any of these cards because they're all kind of pointless. I don't need to do anything in there. There's no items in this room. I don't know, I put all the explored rooms on 0 items. It didn't tell me to randomize their contents or anything like that, so I just assumed they'd have 0. So we'll give up pyrotechnics because fire sucks and I'm not starting any, to shoot at the larva with our ammunition. There we go. Slap! Yep, that's a hit, so it dies. I mean, it actually takes 2 wounds, but any number of wounds will kill it. It's dead. We do get an intruder corpse, although I don't think this is going to be at all useful. But the good news is now I can spend 2 cards to use the room action, and we're going to find out what happens. Haggard says, sounds like you need to make another rules video then. Yeah, right? Imagine if every time I needed to remember how to play a game, I made a whole new rules video. But don't get me started. I would actually love to remake my Nemesis rules video. Because I think I've improved a lot since then, and I think I could make it a lot better, But you know, time is limited, and that's a lot of work. Right. Killed the larva, so now, yeah, we gave up 2 cards. So now we're going to get event number 6. This is exciting. Was that event 6? Or is that, what event is that? Event 4 is very long. Okay, here we go. Event 6, Reboot script. There is a string of critical errors as long as your arm. The system seems to be booting up. A lot of damage was caused by the hack we suffered on Sedna, but much of it seems older. Whatever happened on this ship before we woke up, it wasn't good. Anyway, the bridge should be open now. Open all the doors leading to the cockpit. Place the Event 4 token on the cockpit. Place the Event 1 token and an on-entry marker in the only room connected to the generator. Room 13. If there's a character in there, resolve the event immediately. New task. Move everyone to the cockpit. Resolve Event 4 immediately after all living characters meet in the cockpit. Okay. So, these doors are gone. So that was a really good event because it enabled me to get rid of some doors. Up yours, doors. I'm the winner now. I'm the real hero. So, that's a good thing. We're going to get story event 4. Already got the story token in there, so we know that everyone who's alive needs to get in there to trigger that. But first, we're going to do actually event number 1, because there's someone in room 13, which is right here. Oh, this is room 13, isn't it? Yes, it is. Please don't just be like, spawn an alien in here. Blah. I swear to God. How many bad things can happen to one guy? This is already 2 events he's triggered in the same room. That could have been in any room. I don't know why I put this camera back over there when I need it. I literally just set it back up to look at the models. Now I need to bring it back over here. Whatever is going on, it doesn't look good. Dun, dun, dun. Incoming tachyon wave detected. Signature match. TC-07 military grade deep field sensors. Not good. Even after the Nemesis's destruction, they keep looking for our first ship. Tachyons travel faster than light. This means we don't have much time. Target located, ma'am. Plot interception course. Computer, give us the ETA. Calculating current ETA, 25 minutes. Place event 5 on the slot 14 of the track, and event 8 token on the last slot of the time track. Continue the mission. Oh, wait a minute. I'm already on slot 12. So I guess I don't do event 5? Oh, that's event 2. Huh. Place event 5 token on slot 14 of the track. Do I just resolve it straight away? Did I miss it? Was I so slow that I missed it? I guess is the hyper jump rather than space 1. Event 5 isn't much of a thing anyway, so I guess I'll just resolve it now. Because I'm past it, otherwise I'll never get it. Event 5. Sedna's distress. Emergency broadcast received. Abort. Sorry, I can't read that. Priority red. Switching to the PA system. Hear us? Hear us? It's a massacre. These things came from a ship that broke quarantine. All containment procedures failed. The losses are tremendous. Please, we need to be evacuated. We need... Each character loses an action card and discards one and continues the mission. Fine. It's fine. So I guess I'm going to give up the search card with the mechanic, and the soldier will give up Nerves of Steel, I guess? So I guess what I'm going to do here is... Because that's the end of the mechanic's turn, and he's probably going to pass next turn anyway. That's all being resolved. Those can come away. And... I guess I'm going to be rather risky, and I'm going to use the soldier's last 2 cards. One to move into the laboratory, and one to shoot the alien. And basically, if I miss, I'm screwed. I mean, I could go full auto. And then I'm guaranteed to do at least 2. And then I've got the energy charge to reload. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Let's do that, just because it's cool. It's probably not a good idea, but I don't care. I'm going to give up covering fire to move into here. I don't have to roll for noise because there's a figure there. And then I'm going to give up full auto. Yeah. I got you now, alien, even though it cost me so much ammo to kill you. This is the... Am I focusing? I'm focusing on... Okay. So we discard all the ammo from the assault rifle and perform a shoot action. We deal 1 additional injury for every 2 ammo discarded, even if we miss. So... we give up 3 ammunition. Roll the die. And that's a blank, which means it counts as 1, and because it's the assault rifle, it counts as 2. So we do, in fact, 3 damage in total. So I'm pretty sure he's dead. I swear to God, if you run away, alien, I'm going to be so cross with you. Or, no, super dead. Oh, no, my door trap failed! And... yes. Alright, cool. And now it's the mechanic's turn, and he's just going to pass, because he's only got 1 card, and I'm probably going to use the technical corridors to go somewhere sensible. Next turn, maybe? We'll see. I haven't decided yet. But both technical corridors lead in here. I've got to get to the cockpit, so I could actually, like, literally jump straight from there to here. I mean, this guy's still wandering around. Well, let's see what the event phase brings. You never know what's going to happen. It might change plans entirely. So... yeah, everyone's passed, so we're into the event phase. So I moved on the time tracker, didn't I? So then it is Intruder Attack and fire and stuff, but none of that happens, and we're on to the event card. Be nice. So the intruder moves along corridor 1, back into the hibernatorium, just kind of walking back and forth, looking for someone. Open all doors except destroyed doors. It's trolling me, this game. That's these 2. to leave them here because I know they're coming back in a minute. I just know it. Alright. Cool. Back development. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Something nice. Oh, it's a larva. So the larva comes out and we put a breeder in, right? If I remember correctly. Yes. Now there's 2 breeders in the bag. That's fun, isn't it? That's fun and exciting. Cool. Alright, well, we just have to, like, not pull another alien from the bag. Ever. Like, I'm pretty sure the mechanic is literally just gonna go and sit in the cockpit and wait for the soldier to either show up or die. No, it is a breeder, Margaret. It says right here on Intruder Attack development. Unfortunately, as much as I would love for it to be... Oh, no, it is an adult. You're absolutely right. If it was a creeper, it would become a breeder. Well done. God, Margaret, you are on top of this. I have to find a breeder and take one out. See, this is why I've failed so many times at Nemesis, because I just make it harder for myself. Margot, I just want to say thank you for your support, both here on stream and also on Patreon. But right now, here on stream to prevent me from savage, brutal breeder death prematurely, ending this whole stream for everyone else. All right, cool. So that's bag development, right? Yes. Yeah, another adult token in there. The cat moves over to the mechanic, and we're gonna drop 5 cards. Yeah, exactly, Difter. I'm just trying to make it more interesting. More dramatic. I actually think it's probably more fun when I'm not dying. I don't know, you tell me, but probably more fun when I'm not just dying horribly all the time. Alright, the first thing we're going to do with the soldier is reload our assault rifle. The fact that there's no ammo in it makes me super nervous. Actually, do you know what, as well, if we could find a yellow room close to the cockpit, maybe the mechanic... Do technical corridors have to take you to an explored room? Move your character to any other room with a technical corridor's entrance. So we could theoretically come out up here, maybe, and if this is a yellow room, the soldier could spacewalk right up there with his spacesuit, and then we'd both basically be at the cockpit, which would be kind of awesome. I would love for that to happen. So I might just do that. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. If it's not a yellow room, I'll be like, aww. It's probably not a yellow room, because I don't think there are that many number 2 yellow rooms. And actually, these are all number 1 rooms anyway, so fingers crossed. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good cards, please. Search, covering fire, taking aim, interruption, and basic repairs. That's fine. I don't really have a plan for the soldier other than analyze the alien carcass anyway. We got 5 cards here, so there's 4. We got technical corridors, interruption, fast repairs, demolition, ingenuity. Cool. And starting with the mechanic. And I guess we're just going to use technical corridors plus 1 other card, which will be demolition. I know it seems reckless to use my anti-door card this early. And I am reconsidering it, but I'm just thinking I probably won't encounter another door. But we got the red technical corridor here, so we're going to use that to use this technical corridors card to move up here. Cling, clang, clonk, 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 clonk. Roll for noise. And that's 2. Which is here. Please don't be the door token. Please don't be the door token. No, it's just a malfunction token that you guys can't see. It's 2 items in a malfunction. Where's this camera? Mechanic's like so far away now. Like, hey mechanic, where did you go? He's like, bye soldier. We can't even see the soldier. The mechanic's too far away. Don't split the party! Okay! So we got malfunction and 2 items in a yellow room. Please be a yellow room. Please be a yellow room. Please be a yellow room. No, it's a white room. The cabins. Damn it. 2 items though. It's malfunctioning. I can't remember what we can actually do in the cabins. I think we can we rest? Probably don't. I don't know if, well, can we get rid of our slime in here? That'd be good. I'm gonna double check what we can. It might be worth exploring another room. Just to see if I can get a yellow room that's closer than the laboratory. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4 rooms away. I don't want to spend too much time exploring up here and then just wasting time I could spend legitimately just moving there. So, the cabin says, when your character's in this room at the start of a new turn, and there are no intruders, draw 6 cards instead of 5. The passive feature of this room does not work if it's malfunctioning. Aww. I guess I could fix this room and then have an extra card next turn. Seems kind of a little bit unnecessary. Alright. How am I down to just 2 cards? What did I do there? I don't know why I've discarded Ingenuity. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, just give up Demolition and, yeah. Just being a madman. Okay, so we've got 1 more action with the mechanic. So I've got two options here. Either I move down here to try and find another yellow room, although then I'm getting further from the cockpit and additionally creating more noise, which I don't like. But I could move carefully. I could use Ingenuity to fix the room. I've also got fast repairs, so I could fix the room and just wait here. I don't have a search though. Oh yes, Sniper, you always remind me of this. And every single time I forget. It says on technical corridors, move your character, you must pass after this action. So actually, the mechanic just passes. He's done. So, we'll figure out the rest later, I guess. Meanwhile, the soldier. Thanks, Margot has got my back as well. I always forget. I think it's, it's one of those things. It's the bias of first information, right? You play it wrong once, and then you always remember that incorrectly. I don't know why. I just haven't got my brain around it. I guess it's because it feels a bit like that's a very heavy price to pay but then again, I guess it's potentially a very good action. Or it's terrible if you use the technical corridors to go to the engine to check the engine, but when you leave the technical corridors, you summon the queen and then she kills you because you're all alone. Right? Lloyd. Because you were suspicious of me and I wasn't going to betray you. Okay. I'm gonna give up. I'm going to give up search and energy charge to reload my weapon. Yes, give me ammo. All the ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ammos, please. Thank you. And then I guess I'm going to give up interruption and basic repairs to pick up the alien corpse. And then it's the mechanic's turn, but he's passed. So back to me. I'll give up the remaining taking aim and covering fire. Last 2 cards to analyze the alien corpse. Bleep blop, blip bloop. Computer, tell me, what is the alien's weakness? Please be something good and useful. Species on the brink of extinction. I seem to remember this is a good one. Doesn't it mean they all have like 1 less health? The amount of injuries required to kill the intruder is decreased by 1. Yes. Awesome. That's actually 2 really good weaknesses. So maybe we're in with a chance. Who knows? In the meantime, I have to pass right now because the soldiers are out of cards and the mechanic is done. So cool. Time tracker moves on. And there's no intruder attack or fire damage, so we're resolving an event. Dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Picking an object costs 1 card. Does it? Pick up heavy object. You're right, Margo. God, Margo, you're so good. Okay, I will keep taking aim then, because I think that will be useful. I'll hang on to that for future use. You never know. You never know when an alien's going to pop out of a duct and be like, blah! Or when you're going to somehow get a larva that's going to infect you if you don't have at least 1 card. So, here's the event. Just turn this camera off for some reason. Okay, so the alien's going to move along corridor 1. Puts it back into here. So now I'm very not tempted to go that way with the mechanic. Quite honest. It's a shame this room is malfunctioning. It would have been really cool to go in there and just like draw 6 cards. If there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, there is not. Start the self-destruction countdown. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck, including the discard pile. Thank God! Because that would have been a massive pain in the ass. So that's getting removed from the game. I've got a removed from the game pile there. And these ones are getting shuffled back in. Awesome. And now bag development. Swear to God, Margo is one of my wonderful supporters on Patreon, but given how much help she's given me with the rules of Nemesis, I should probably be paying, supporting her. I'm very grateful for efforts on Patreon. And right now we're having a vote on in my next rules and setup video that I'm going to make for the Patreons. This card killed one of my runs. Difter, I'm not surprised. That card could be absolutely game-ending. I don't know why I thought picking up a heavy object cost. For some reason in my head, I was like, picking up an object costs 1 card and a heavy object costs 2, forgetting entirely that you just don't pick up objects, you search for objects. I guess you do searches for them, but there's never there's only ever heavy objects lying around, and it's only ever dead bodies or alien junk. Like there's never items in the rooms lying around. Alright, cool. Events reset. Bag development. Okay, what I'd really like is to just have a blank or something. What do we got? Oh, okay, so now this is the creeper who becomes a breeder. Right. Our little larva's growing up real quick. Oh, are we so proud of him? They grow up so fast. Just 2 rounds. Oh. At least we don't have to roll for noise right now. So there's a chance, so the cat's moving over here, we're drawing up the cards, there's a chance that actually we could move carefully into the cockpit with the engineer and put the noise over here. The soldier won't have to roll when he moves in, so we could theoretically get in there without triggering an alien encounter. So we got 1 more card, it's computer skills, and I'm drawing 1 more of these. It's a rest card. Okay, 4 cards for the soldier. We got full auto, demolition, rest, and search. Okay. So, the question with really in everybody's mind is, does the soldier just try to run up here? I really wanted to use the spacesuit, but I just feel like there's not a good yellow room to move to. Potentially there isn't one at all. So I think that I've got cover fire. No, I don't. I don't have cover fire. So I think maybe we just move carefully up to here. That puts us very close to that alien. Which I don't like. But what I'd like even less is the idea of running super fast up there and potentially a little danger to track it. I want to move carefully into the nest as well. Just because I don't. So that's going to be basically one turn of just moving carefully. Sniper's like, just run for it. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll compromise Sniper. I'm going to run recklessly into the nest like an idiot. Then I'm going to move carefully in there, because that could end up catastrophic. So, we'll give up rest to run into the nest. What the hell is that? It's a 1. Which is not what I wanted, but it's not. Focus on the 1. There it is. Hey, look. It's a 1. So, noise goes out here. And now I'm definitely moving carefully. Because if I roll danger in here, that alien's just going to come in. So I'm going to give a search and demolition. Move carefully into here. I'm going to put the noise token out here in corridor 3, I think. I'm going to reveal whatever this is. Please don't be a danger. Nope, room's on fire. Goddamn fire. My arch nemesis. Oh, I'm going to take a serious wound, I think. What room is this? This is a yellow room. I'm going to cross. No, it's a room covered in slime. You are slimed. Wow. Right next to the nest. I mean, that makes sense. It's just kind of a bummer. Hey, the room covered in slime is also on fire. I should really put this fire out. I know what happens when you don't put fire out, and I don't like it. Oh, but I also don't like being covered in slime now, standing right next to an alien. So, if I remember fire damage correctly, you take a light wound when you pass, right? No, not when you pass. Every round. It's the end of every round, isn't it? Well, I said I'm about to take a damage because it's every time you pass, and I've got no... So, that's good. Every round. God, I know you're right, Margot, but I know you're right. So, yeah, so we suffer a light wound, which is going to become a serious wound. I think. And the serious wound is... Please don't be melted, soldier. Bleeding! Oh no, it's like the worst. Dun dun. The focus builds suspense. It's just there to build suspense. What does bleeding do? Let's find out. Each time you pass in the player phase, your character suffers 1 light wound. Well, I haven't passed yet, so I've just ended my round. Good news is we have a medkit, so at least we can do something about that. Although, I think it probably is better to move out of here first, rather than wait here in the room on fire. Every round. Okay. So this is fine. I'm not worried, guys. It's fine. Besides, if the soldier dies, it's just easier for the mechanic. Speaking of the mechanic, right. Let's move carefully into the cockpit. Is there anything I want to do in the cabin before I leave? Do I have any search? I don't even have any search. I can't fix my flashlight. I ain't got nothing I can do in here. I'm just going to go and sit in the cockpit and wait till either it activates because the soldier's dead, or no. Yep, so I'm going to give up rest and fast repairs, I think. Because I've got ingenuity, and that's just a better version of fast repairs. And so we're moving in here carefully. Oh! We put a noise out here. Which, you know, is not ideal for the soldier. But I think it's better to actually move in here carefully with him and take a light wound and put the noise here. Oh, but then if bag development occurs, it's going to be really bad. I mean, basically, we're going to get an alien kind of no matter what. Because, like, I could move in here, roll for noise. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. Yeah, the thing is, if the mechanic doesn't have very much ammo, which is also an issue. If the mechanic had more ammo, this wouldn't be such a problem. Why is it always one person who gets totally in trouble? Totally messed up. Okay. I'm thinking, I'm hatching a plan. I'm just thinking it might have been a bad idea to move the mechanic into here, right? But the thing is, if he waits in here, there's not really a whole lot he can do. He could fix the room, maybe draw an extra card next turn. If he's still in there. But he'd basically fix the room and pass. Does the event 4 trigger if there are intruders in there or no? I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. How did I mess this up? What page am I on? I think, yeah, I think that... Resolve immediately after all living characters meet in the cockpit. So maybe I just run the soldier right into the cockpit. You know? Right? Then we trigger event 4. That's probably a terrible idea. Also, if I run straight in there, I'm almost certainly going to encounter an alien. I either encounter one here, or I encounter one here. And actually then it's going to attack, and it's going to attack the soldier because he's player 1. No, does it attack player 1 or the person with less cards in hand? Oh god. Whichever way I look at it, this is just bad. Okay. I guess I'm going to give up 2 cards to move carefully into the surgery. Put the noise out in corridor 2. Oh, and then the soldier's almost certainly going to get surprise attacked. Which is really bad. I can't stay here, though. It's on fire. This fire and the room covered in slime is bad. It's really bad. You only need 1 card to escape, though, right? I wish I had Covering Fire. Why don't I have Covering Fire in hand? Or Nerves of Steel, for that matter. Any of my useful cards. Gosh. Dang it. I'm just not going to get into that cockpit without... Alright, you know, I need to get out of the room covered in slime, so I'm going to give up full auto to move in here. We'll just roll for noise and pray. Pray. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Post on Facebook. That's a 4. That's an encounter. Blank, 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 blank. Or larva. I don't think there's any larva left. I think there's only 2. One's a breeder now, and I killed the other one. You won't roll for noise going into the cockpit. Yeah, I know. But I couldn't. I could either play 2 cards to go into the surgery, right? And then I'd put the noise down here. But then I'm probably gonna have to roll for noise in the bag development phase, and also I'll have no cards in hand, so I'll probably be surprise attacked. You know. I mean, I'm probably gonna get surprise attacked now anyway. But at least I've got a card now, so I can move into here and hopefully get away from the alien. We'll see. Either that or I'll be killed. I mean, that was the point of moving the mechanic in first, right? Which was to avoid rolling for noise when I move the soldier in. Oh! What is that? Does that put noise out in every corridor? I think that's put noise out in every corridor. I should have a handier link for this. Add 1 intruder token to the intruder bag. Adult. Add an adult. And then return the bag. That's even better. No, wait, that's bag development, isn't it? Yeah, I just looked at the entry for bag development. It's different to the entry for encounters. Sorry, I'm in a rush because I'm excited. I'm tense and I'm excited and I really want to know that I'm not dead. But I'm sure it's... No, it's definitely add noise because I remember it does 2 things. It generates an intruder or it's noise in every corridor. So this is actually just incredibly good fortune. Because now we can give up our final card. And I think this is probably worth it. Oh, do you know what, actually? So I've got 2 options here. I use the final card to move into the... Noise, yeah, when slimed. Oh, is it only when slimed with the blank? I thought that the blank was noise everywhere. And then... silenced becomes slimed. Anyway, I've got 1 card left. I either use the medkit to dress the bleeding, which prevents a light wound, which is a positive thing, or I use it to move into the cockpit and trigger whatever this story event is, knowing that I'm probably going to have to roll for noise in the bag development phase, which is definitely going to encounter an alien in here, and may well bring an alien into here as well. Whereas if they're both in the same room, the alien will come, it will surprise attack the soldier, which is going to suck. He'll have taken a light wound from bleeding. He's probably going to die. But that's probably still preferable to having 2 encounters. And he doesn't have a card. I mean, it's basically much overmuch, right? Because he's not going to have a card anyway. It's just, well, it's just if I get rid of the bleeding. It's a shame as well, because this is taking aim. I'd really like to keep it. I mean, the other option is I keep taking aim, right? But I don't think that that's going to... I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, chat. I think I should go into the cockpit. What do you think? Votes in chat. Cockpit or medkit? Or hold on to the card? I think cockpit. I might do cockpit anyway, even if you vote against it, because I'm just like that. Yeah, I drew the blank sniper, so I think it's just noise out everywhere. So I mean, fortunately, this is going quite well. Ooh. Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right, chat. Cockpit, cockpit, cockpit. Alright, so we're giving up, taking aim. We're going to move in here. We don't have to roll for noise because the mechanic's there already. So, we've made it. We've triggered story event number 4. Where's my book? Where'd I put my book? Why have I not put it somewhere sensible? It's not even here. Why did I put it here? Right. This is a long one, actually, this story. Here we go. Story time. Event 4. Operation Theseus. This is what we were looking for, but not something we really wanted to see. It all starts 10 years ago. The Nemesis disappears on the outer fringes of the Oort cloud, like many ships before it. This time, however, the crew survives. They are recovered in secret by their employer. They know too much to ever go free, but their experience is too valuable to have them terminated. Instead, they receive a special long-range contract. As the only team to ever survive an encounter with the Intruders, they become the spearhead of a new secret research project. The discoveries are stunning. The Intruders are far more than simply space predators. They are complex multidimensional beings. These complex multidimensional beings are born and developed elsewhere. Once ready, their new forms arrive in our world thanks to a strange process of transdimensional malting. Soon, scientists discover how to force the creatures to open these dimensional passages, cheating their metabolism with synthetic pheromones. The study of the Intruder's native world begins. The first steps are rough. Finally, the time comes for an elite scouting team to take the first step on the other side and set up a research outpost. Does that one in the middle look a little bit like marching? Kind of looks a little bit like marching, right? Due to the size of the necessary portal, this experiment is far too dangerous to be performed near populated areas. The company doesn't want to be responsible in case something goes wrong. An old mining ship, the Ariadne, is retrofitted with a secret lab and sent into the fringes of the solar system. In case the mission is intercepted, all non-essential memories of the crew are suppressed. Each crew member receives 2 backup drone bodies, their memories synchronized upon death. The ship's design allows the team to retry their mission or abort it in case of a critical failure. And then, critical failure. The bodies of the crew, lost in another dimension, fail to synchronize. The central computer is damaged, and unable to control the situation, a backup crew gets up, but without a full sync, they only know about their fake official mission. They arrive on Sedna, thinking they're just a normal team of space scavengers, but the military suspects something and locks the ship down. Ineffectively. Hunted by both men and beasts, a long-lost memory awakens in one of the crew members, leading them to the final resting place of their old ship, the Nemesis. Everything else is history. Even though we already knew the bits of the story, We still need a moment to process everything. We worked for Sundrop all along. The Sedna massacre happened because of us. We're hunted by everyone, and we have nowhere to run. The Ariadne is too damaged to go anywhere. Escape pods won't get us far enough before the interceptors arrive. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Or is there? The secret Theseus module is still somewhere under our ship. We still have all the gear we received to enter the I dimension. According to the data, the Intruder universe has a significant time dilation. If we manage to survive even a day or two, many years will pass in the solar system. A lot can happen in this time. People may forget, corporations might fall, we might be pardoned. Unfortunately, a queen is the only way to open a portal large enough, and she escaped from the Theseus module. We need to retrieve the pheromone injectors, take her down, spike her with chems. The plan is risky and complicated. Not everyone likes it. Some of us want a simpler gamble. Set the self-destruct sequence, disable location beacons of the escape pods, and eject ourselves a few seconds before the blast, hoping it will obscure us. This means we might be in for a long, cold sleep if we're ever found at all. Place a queen in the hibernatorium. Then all players take a vote. Escape to the I dimension. Go to event 10. Try to flee unnoticed in the escape pods. Go to event 11. If the vote ends in a draw, the player who currently holds the first player token makes the final decision. Oh my god! Quickly! Votes in chat! Votes in chat! Say 10 or 11. This is exciting, isn't it? The whole thing! Guys would say that. I don't know why I asked. I don't want to. Hager's is like, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, Hager's, even if you were nice and voted 11, you're clearly outvoted. So I guess we're, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just kill the queen, spike her with chems. It's not like we're already about to die. Chances are we're not even going to survive that long. Hey, and you know what? For fun, we'll use one of the kings. How about that? There's even an adult between me and the hibernatorium. I'm going to have to get past that adult just to get there. I should have killed it first. This is impossible. I mean, it's not possible. I could do perfectly well, but I think it might be extremely unlikely to end in anything other than death for everyone. I need to find the thing first as well. Whatever it is I'm looking for. The chemical stims? I don't know. Blah! I'm not just an alien, I'm a trans-dimensional warp key. Blah, get in my mouth. That's how you travel between dimensions. And it's not how I eat. Does that convince him? Event 10, Fetch. Go out of the airlock, reach the Theseus module, and return with the molting pheromone. Rules. Place the Event 7 token, plus the on-use marker in the airlock room. Resolve this token as soon as one of the characters reaches the airlock. Place one cable token in rooms 7, 9, 17, and 21. These tokens represent research equipment and may be picked up as a free action. The amount of gathered research equipment will impact the story ending. Okie dokie. I would watch a show called The Adventures of Mike Banzai Across the I Dimension. Okay, so what was that? Event 7? In the airlock, and that was on use, wasn't it? Event 7 plus an on-use marker in the airlock. And then the cable tokens that represent research in 7, 9, 17, 21. Oh. Yeah. Ah! 7, 9, 17, 21. That's the two rooms that are really hard to get to. Oh, shit. Margot, remind me the rules for what happens when someone dies. Wait a minute, 17 is the airlock control. So just by virtue of going there, I'll get one. At least I'll have one. Okay. At least we'll have one. We'll get one. But now it's going to be the event phase and everyone's going to die, so I wouldn't worry too much. Oh boy, I sure wish I'd given the spacesuit to the mechanic before I died. As the soldier. Drifter says escape pods open, hibernation chamber opens, if I remember correctly. Yeah, exactly, Hackers. I got that spacesuit, but unfortunately the soldier has it, and I think he's about to get murdered. Was there a note there that the place the Queen in the hibernatorium? No, I think that you're thinking, Difter, of the... I think you're thinking of the other possibility. If we tried to use the escape pods, maybe they would have opened. Or maybe we would have had to open them, I don't know. But the point is that they've not opened on our chosen route, Chad. You helped. Okay, so moving on the time marker. I actually might have knocked it when I was reading the book. How many turns have I had? Good lord. I think this is going down to 10. I'm pretty sure. And then... self-destruct, fire damage, none of that. Resolve an event card. Yeah. You bring a new character into the game in 2 rounds, but I'm not sure where they start. Yeah, I'll have to look it up, Margot. I think they start in the hibernatorium, which might be bad. I can't go there. We can't go there. It's bad. Okay, so we got intruders moving along corridor 2. Mommy! I mean Daddy! And then the dad's like, you're not like it. Oh. And also, life support failure. Place a malfunction marker in each green room. And then remove this event from the game. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. It's just one, because there's already one there. Maybe if I kill the spaceman, Dad will be proud of me. Okay, now we're doing back development. And unless I draw the blank, or a creeper or a larva. There's no larvas left. There might be a creeper. But if I draw the adult or a breeder, which is much more likely, I'm probably screwed. Because I'm going to have to roll for noise, I'm going to have to counter. Unless I draw the blank then. I mean, it just seems really unlikely. Here we go. I mean, I've had the blank so many times. Just that would be great, though. That'd be good luck. Is that a larva? Oh my god, it is. There was another larva in there then. Oh yes, because I added one more when the nest event happened. I forgot about that. Oh, happy day. So the larva comes out, and a creeper goes in. No, an adult. Cool. Okay. Okay. What does this mean? I'm not dead. That's what this means. Okay. The cat moves on. We got 3 cards here, so we're going to get 2 more. We got Pyrotechnics and Demolition. And we're going to get 5 cards from the Soldier, so we got Nerves of Steel plus 4 more. I gotta say, this whole Untold Stories campaign has been a lot more enjoyable than I expected it to be. I think I've said before concerning Nemesis, most of what I enjoy about it is the player interaction and the secret objectives, and obviously none of that is in this, so I was expecting to find this a lot less compelling than I actually have. I'm really rather enjoying it. Maybe we'll even do Untold Stories 2. Nah, you guys wouldn't be interested in that. I'm sure you're sick to death of Nemesis, and there's loads more adventure games to play. Alright, here we go. 4 cards. Please give me the shooty cards. Please give me the shooty cards. Please give me the shooty cards. We got Interruption, Taking Aim, Rest, and Covering Fire. Okay, cool. I like all of those. Alright. And the mechanic's going first. Okay, mechanic, we need a plan. Right. So someone needs to pick up these 4 tokens. And someone needs to pick up the 4 tokens, and someone needs to get to the airlock control. I hate how close this room is to the thing, the King Alien, but I think we make our way down that side of the ship. I mean, because this side of the ship just sucks. I don't know if I'm even going to bother trying to get there. There's so much noise and fire, I think it just might be a death wish. I don't know if I need all 4 of these, but maybe 3 of them will do? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get 3 necessarily. But the thing is, like, if I'm the mechanic, I could plausibly get into here and then use the technical corridors to go over here and then just walk in here. That would be a great way to get 2 of those tokens. And if this is a yellow room, or this is a yellow room... I mean, to be fair, if this is a yellow room, the spacesuit only skips 1, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, Margot, I'm thinking as well, like, I'm thinking the soldier uses the spacesuit to go to the airlock control. It's only useful, though, if there's a yellow room on the way, right? Unless you're thinking the mechanic uses the technical corridors to go from, like, there to there, and then uses the spacesuit to get to the airlock control. Which isn't a bad idea, actually. You know. I don't currently have the technical corridors card. Did I just use it? No, I haven't. So I'll be drawing it next round. Next turn. I'll be drawing it next turn. So I'm just thinking about whether I want maybe the mechanic to jump across the whole thing and just trigger that airlock control event really quickly, or whether I want the mechanic to go and try and pick up some of these tokens and maybe let the soldier... It really depends if that room is yellow. I really wish there was a way to check, but there's not any way to check. I mean, there's a room that would let me check, and there's also an item that would let me check, but the item's in the yellow deck. I'd have to... Well, I could get it from the white room, I guess, but... You know, I'm not going to search through the whole yellow item deck. I'm just hoping to get a card. I'll just go in there, you know. So do I give the... I'll tell you what. Maybe we get someone in here. But actually... Yeah, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. We'll send both characters into this room. If it's yellow, the soldier can get to airlock control from there. If it's not yellow, the mechanic can go into the evacuation section and wait there till next turn when he can use the technical corridor to get into here, and then use the spacesuit to get to there. So right now we'll just move both into here. And it's the mechanic to go first. So I guess I'm just going to move carefully because I really, really don't want to fight the leader. And I actually prefer... I mean, in a way, maybe it's better to just go into the cabins and then fix them, and next turn both characters... Do I have any surge cards? No, I don't. That's such a bummer. No, we'll continue the plan. We'll go into here. Even though it'd be nice to have more cards next turn. So... Oh, pyrotechnics. I could get rid of that fire. But I'm not going to do that either. Instead, I'm going to give up demolition and pyrotechnics to move carefully into here. And I'll put out a noise in corridor 3, which I think is preferable to putting out noise in the air ducts. And I just gotta really hope that that alien doesn't... that alien right there doesn't move along corridor 4. Please? Please don't move along corridor 4. Okay, so we'll give up ingenuity and... we'll give up interruption and computer skills. I might need ingenuity to fix this room, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. But 2 more cards to move carefully into here. I guess I'll put the noise out here on corridor 4. Because I'm not going that way. Nuh-uh. So, let's check out the token. Please don't be fired. Please don't be fired. Please don't be fired. Please don't be fired. Okay, the room is not functioning, so that potentially is good that I kept the fix-it card. Please be yellow. 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 Oh, it's green. It's the canteen. Okay. Well, that's fine then. And there are 3 items in the malfunctioning canteen. Dun, 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 dun. I think I told Chris I'd be playing Etherfields this weekend. Welcome, Chris. I hope you're having not a too bad a time at work. Yeah, I did a little vote on the Patreon, actually, just this morning. And everyone wanted more Nemesis. This is actually the final section of Untold Stories. So we're reaching the end. In an episode that has been gloriously titled The Adventures of Mike Banzai in the I-Dimension. Oh, a Meta Awakened Realms joke. Yes, because they're both Awakened Realms games. I remember that. I know how game producers are what. Actually, moving on the mechanic twice was foolish, wasn't it? It was foolish because now I'm going to have to roll for noise when I go into the cabins. Or else put noise in the technical corridor. That was foolish. I don't think there's anything else really good I could have done in there anyway. And now I just don't know how to get the damn soldier out. I'll have to put noise in the red technical corridor, or else I'll have to just roll. Definitely encounter it. Unless I roll silence or noise. Oh, Margot! Yes, you're absolutely right. Okay. Alright. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's too late. I can't go back because I've revealed the canteen. But yeah, I should have thought of that earlier. So I guess we just have to play it super carefully. So we'll just give up 2 cards, rest and interruption, to move carefully into here and put out noise in the technical folder. It's the only choice, I'm afraid, unfortunately, regrettably. And then we're going to have to give up 1 card, which is going to be covering fire, I guess? No, it's going to be Nerves of Steel, because the mechanic's the first player. No. Because we're dying. We'll give up taking aim to move into here. We don't have to roll for noise. And I kind of want to hang on to both of these cards. It's the mechanic's turn. I don't really want to end my turn with no cards at all, although I know there's no more larvae in the back, so having the 1 card is kind of redundant. So I will activate the 1 card. Let's do a trade to give the spacesuit to the mechanic. That's going to be super useful. And then I guess the mechanic passes. And I guess the soldier also passes. The soldier's got a mission ahead of him. No, actually, do you know what? I will give up covering fire. I've got Nerves of Steel just in case, but I'll give up covering fires to use the med kit. I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't take that light wound from bleeding. I should have one more light wound too. And now I'm going to give up the med kit to dress the bleeding, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. We'll hang on to Nerves of Steel because, you know, I'm sure that that's going to be super clutch any minute now. Sniper wants to know when Chris is coming back for Journeys in Middle-earth. The problem with the Journeys in Middle-earth series Chris and I were working on is we kind of have to be in person for it because Chris doesn't actually have a copy of the game. So hopefully soon, when the pandemic is all over, which might actually, you know, I mean, I don't know when they're going to actually lift those restrictions in England. We'll have to see, but hopefully sooner rather than later. Fingers crossed when it's safe. So we're moving on the time track. And now we're drawing an event card. Oh, thank God. Okay, so the Queen moves, or the King, moves back into the Hibernatorium. This is something I've come back for talk. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Also fine. Absolutely fine. There is none of them that are injured. Alright, bag development. This could be really bad. I really want to know if this room is yellow now, but I don't want to send the soldier in there. If I rolled a die and rolled danger, both of these 2 would come in there and eviscerate me. Alright, so this is bag development. It's an adult, so we're rolling for noise, starting with the mechanic. So ideally, if I'm going to encounter an alien here, I'd like it to be a soldier because he's got Nerves of Steel. One of them's getting... They'll both be surprise attacked. So hopefully a 2 or 1 here would be great. Well, that's danger, which I'm pretty sure is noise in every corridor. It also usually moves adjacent intruders in, but there are no adjacent intruders, because fortunately, the King left. If the King was still there, that would be like game over, man. So that was a narrow escape, but we are going to have an encounter now. So I guess it's going to be the soldier that rolls for it, which is good because he's got Nerves of Steel, and just fingers crossed that we get an adult, or another breeder, basically, at this point. Yeah! Chris is just letting chat know that we're hoping to resume some Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, or perhaps a little bit more Bloodborne as well in the near future. That would be fun. Yeah! Alright, that's a 2, so that's obviously an encounter. I mean, it was going to be. There was no... The only way that wasn't an encounter is if I wrote danger or silence. So, I mean, a 1 in 6 chance it might have happened, but... I mean, this is the best possible form of the disaster. So the adult token for bag development goes back in. And we've got, coming out is... a breeder. God damn it. Alright. So we got a breeder coming out. It's going to surprise attack, except that I have nerves of steel, so it doesn't. It's still not great, but... is going to happen eventually. I'm the breeder. Almost the biggest alien. I'm the big... My dad's the biggest alien. No, I'm the biggest alien. I'm taller. It's true, the breeder is taller. So, that's the end of the event phase. Now it's my turn to deal with this mess. So the cat moves over to the soldier. Soldier is discarded nerves of steel to avoid the surprise attack, so we're going 5 new cards. 3, 4, 5. I know they're not the shooty ones though, because I just discarded a bunch of ones, which is fine. And we have 5 new cards on the mechanic. 1, 2, 3. If only I had covering fire. Man. This is tense. This is really close. This is really close. It could go either way. I think possibly I can get away from this breeder. Fingers crossed. I think. I hope. I pray. Okay, 2 action cards for you, Mr. Mechanic. So, the mechanic has search, technical corridors, search, demolition, pyrotechnics. Well, we knew we'd get technical corridors. That's great, because we absolutely need that. And then we've got full auto, search, basic repairs, search, and demolition. We could go full auto on the breeder. We'd do at least 2 damage. Or I could shoot it first, and then we could go full auto, which would potentially kill it. But also, I mean, we are going first as well. Oh god, do we just unload into the breeder? I'm so tempted. A valiant last stand for our soldier. Yeah, I'd love to do a rematch of War of the Ring with Chris sometime. We definitely played a few things wrong, but it was still a very tense, enjoyable game. Yeah, especially given that it lasted, like, way too long. So, I guess I'll give up demolition here to shoot at the breeder. So, here's my 1 ammunition. Please hit! It's a miss! God damn it. Alright, so I guess I'm going to do full auto. There's a chance... I mean, this is not going to work. But also, I just don't... There's a possibility I might make it run away or something like that, so... Yeah, he might flee. So, here we go. Full auto. I mean, there's a slim possibility here that I do, like, 4 wounds, and then he dies. It's very slim, but... The mechanic also has a shotgun shell. So that blank, because of vital places, is treated as a wound. So that's 2 wounds because of the assault rifle. And 2 more wounds from the full auto. So that's 4, which is pretty much what I was kind of assuming I would get from that. Alright, so we got the alien attack cards here. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, the breeder leaves. Okay, 10. Well, that's too much. And that's the end of the soldier's turn. So he's probably gonna have to run away next turn because I've got 1 more ammo, so I'm gonna shoot him again, just 1 more time, for the sake of it. I'll get rid of pyrotechnics. You know, on the off chance I kill him, you know, or at least get him to run away. This would be preferable to trying to escape twice and taking 2 attacks. So that's a 1 hit, but because it's my sawn off, it counts as 2. So he's got 6 on him. Damn it! That's 8. So 7. 7 and he would have gone. 1 more would have done it. God damn it. But I'm all out of our ammo, so that's that. Oh, what bad luck. Okay, well, we've got 1 more action with the mechanic, which is to run away. So we're going to give up demolition to run into here. I can't run safely, so there's every possibility I'm going to have another encounter. Here we go. Rolling for noise. So close. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, that's an encounter. Man. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up that doodad. Oh, this is where it all goes wrong. It's an adult. I just used all my ammo, and I get surprise attacked. This is bad. I think the mechanic's dead. Here's an Intruder Attack card. This is for the breeder from the escape. Yep, so he does a scratch, a light wound, and a contamination card. I needed that before. If I'd drawn that card with that other card, the breeder would be dead, and none of this would have been a problem. I could have moved safely in here. Oh, God. That's such a bummer. Or that first miss from this... Alright, then the adult shows up, and he's like, surprise! I'm like, oh, yeah. If the character has 2 serious wounds, they die. Oh, they suffer a serious wound. GG. That's it. It's amazing how quickly this just all just falls apart. Actually, it's not amazing. It happens like every time. I don't know what I expected. Hand. The cost of all your item actions is increased by 1. That is possibly the least bad of the... Although the spacesuit is now more expensive, but that's fine. Alright, so that's the 2 actions for our mechanic. Now, I guess we're going to play basic repairs for the soldier to run away down here, because I'm not going to get trapped in this dead end with that adult facing off against this breeder either. I need to find some ammo and just escape and not die. So I shall first take my Intruder Attack card. It's possible the breeder just kills me. Let's find out. Claw Attack. Suffer 2 light wounds and gain a contamination card. Well, it's not good. So we've already got 1 light wound, so that's 1, 2. We get another serious wound. Just okay, apparently our hands are all messed up. That's okay, because I don't have any items anyway, I guess. So, I mean, it's not okay, but it could be a lot worse. And a contamination card as well. Okay, now I'm going to roll for noise, and if I roll danger, then the thing just follows me. Actually, if I roll slime, he follows me as well, right? Well, that's slime, so I'm pretty sure that means he follows me. Treat it as a danger symbol, right? In fact, I know this is the case. I don't know why I'm looking at it. So that silence, because I'm slimed, becomes danger, and the breeder just follows me to the room. Which is a door room. Oh my god. Do I have to trigger the door event again? I presume I do. Well, the soldier's fucked. He's dead. I can't save him. What happens to the breeder, though? I guess it's just the standard rules. That's just ridiculous. I bet this room is yellow. Oh, I could have used the spacesuit! I hate this game. I hate this game. Stream's over. I'm shutting it off. I can't believe how quickly just everything fell apart. One turn, you know, a round of play, one turn of play, everything just, it could have been fine. If we'd killed that breeder, it would have been fine, and instead it's so bad. Yeah, Chris, the breeder will, I mean, I think does the breeder, I roll for noise before revealing the exploration token, right? So I'm pretty sure the breeder's actually already in the room before the doors appear, which means that he's just then trapped in there with me. But if he tries to leave, he'll just smash the doors open. I presume he doesn't take... There's a special event for doors in this game, where the ship's basically venting air. But I think that... I don't know if that will affect the breeder, because I don't know if they need air to breathe. They are multi-dimensional beings. No, you resolve the doors first. I mean, that's still bad, actually. So you resolve the doors first and then roll for noise. Okay. So basically what happens is, like... And to be fair, I don't think this changes much of anything, but... So this flips over on 2. And then all the doors slam shut. I'm only going to put out this one and this one. Because actually, does that mean the breeder doesn't follow me? Because doesn't the door slam shut and then he tries to get through and instead of moving, he destroys it? Ooh. Oh! This might have worked out actually favorably. Ish. That's right, isn't it? Ah, well done, Margot. Okay, so breeder smashes the door, which actually prevents the room from venting air because the door is being destroyed, and I think that means he also doesn't follow me because he destroys the door instead of moving. So serendipitously, at the 0 hour, the door saved me. It's just a shame I don't have the spacesuit, because I'm trapped in the comms room, so I don't know if there's really anything else I can do in here. But wow. So I think I just discarded my demolition card as well. Right, so I was actually resolving claw attack. Also, if I take one more light wound, I am dead. Yeah, Margot, so the rules for this scenario say that the doors close in every corridor, and then you put a token in here, and at the beginning of every round, subsequently, you first remove that token and then take a light wound at the beginning of every round. But that effect stops the minute one of the doors is destroyed or opened. So I presume that all the doors close, the breeder destroys the door, which then immediately prevents that effect from taking place, the special scenario effect. I mean, it's I'm still one light wound away from death, so I don't think that this is, you know... I mean, I'm living on borrowed time here. I don't really know what else I can do. I can't get through these 2 doors either. But I guess I might as well use these search cards to search. Maybe I'll find an ammo clip and I can shoot one more time before I die. It's super unlikely, but... you never know, I guess. So I'll play search anyway. And see if I find something useful in here. There should be 2 items. So we got duct tape and the fire extinguisher. Now, the armor. What does the armor do again? Yeah, so actually, I think probably we take the duct tape, and then we spend a whole bunch of cards next turn to activate our armor. We're not going anywhere until we get the demolition card anyway. That's the end of his turn. It's back to the mechanic. So I think I'm pretty sure I can use the technical corridors to escape. I think. I mean, there's nothing to say that I can't, but I will take an attack from the intruder and then have to roll for noise. But I think that's preferable than staying here and getting murdered by everyone. As a free action, I can pick up that device, but I think that if I do that, I'm going to trigger an attack from the alien, right? Because whenever you do any kind of non-combat action, the adults attack. So if I stop to try and pick up the item in the room here, it's just going to trigger an attack. And honestly, I'm so close to death. So I think we just try to get away. It's such a bummer though, because I don't know how many of those I need to survive in the I dimension. I presume more than one. And also, I think if anyone dies, they're just going to wake up in here and get murdered anyway. So, oh god. Anyway, here we go. Escape through the technical corridors. So we give up technical corridors and a search card as well. And first we're going to take an attack for escaping. And at least if I roll noise, right, he won't follow me because he's not adjacent to the room I'm going to, which is the generator room. That's my interpretation. I'm sticking to it. Alright, here we go. Please don't kill me! Ah! Frenzy! He missed! That's good. And now I have to pass my turn, which is fine because I only have one card left. Oh, I have to roll for noise. 3! Where's that breeder token? Alright. All done. So, mechanic has to pass. The soldier's got one search card left. So I think we'll pass as well. I mean, there's actually no reason not to just do another search. Because, like I said, there's no larva left in the bag now. Pretty sure none of the other aliens have a warning card. That's less, so might as well search. I don't know why I'm gathering up items. My hand is screwed. I'm gonna spend all my cards trying to use them, but... What do we get? Tools! Great. We'll keep a tools then. I think I was hoping for like clothing or something to dress a wound or something like that. In any case, that's fine. Event phase. Time tracker moves on. Hey, the cryopods are open. That was some serious violation of the rules, sir. With the danger rule, would only the breeder... Oh, yes! You can't use the technical corridors in combat. Can you not, Margot? Why not? Oh, does it have the bloody symbol on it? Oh god, you're absolutely right. It literally says right there on the card that I can't use this. Okay, let's roll back a bit, because it looks like I also messed up the, Looks like I also messed up this situation here, because these two... Yeah, everyone is dead. Let's roll back to the point where, I kill everyone, because I made a bunch of mistakes. Okay. Hold tight. One search card left. But actually, so this is... We've gone back to... Was there anything else? 3 cards for you. 2 cards for you. That... I did pick up the duct tape. Okay, but I think I shouldn't have that. Bear with me here. Because what would have happened is that these two would also have been attracted by the danger. Do we know the order in which I activate the Nemesis? The intruders? If they try to both come in it, because basically this is the determination of who destroys the door and then who enters the room, essentially. So we've just jumped back 2 turns, one past the mechanic, and back to the soldier's turn where he did his first search action. So he's just moved into the room. The breeder's just destroyed the door, but then those other two alien intruders are now going to try and come in from the hibernatorium. It says move them all, but it doesn't say the order, so I'm going to guess I can pick it. All it says is move them. Move if there's more than one eligible intruder, move them all. So I've decided that the king is going to destroy the door. No, actually, do you know what? Because I think the soldier's going to get killed anyway. We might as well have the king kill the soldier. He's going to die anyway. Doesn't matter. And so now I have one more action, right? And, I mean, it's really damned if I do, damned if I don't. I don't think that there's any moves worth making here in this particular situation. I think this is all gone terribly wrong. Order on card. So the little ones, then the big ones. Is that right? Wait. There was no card sniper. This was not part of an event movement. This was part of rolling danger. So I rolled the die and I just got danger, which means everyone just moves into the room. So we don't draw an event card for this. Unless, of course, we draw an event card to break the tie, but I don't remember reading anything like that anywhere. I love how many viewers are just like, GG has stopped watching the stream at this point. Yeah. Okay. One more action with the soldier. I don't see... I mean, I don't see any meaningful course of action here. There's nothing that can be done. I think everyone just dies. I could run into the hibernatorium, try to escape that way, but that seems pointless. I'm thinking if there's something I could do to maybe try and save the mechanic. Probably shouldn't have run into the comms room, but I didn't know this was going to happen. I couldn't have known. There's no way I could have known. Dun 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 dun. Could get lucky and draw a retreat card. Yeah, possibly. Alright, I guess, shit out of luck, we punch the king alien. Run, maybe the king will miss the attack. Well, yeah, but where do I run to? I either run to the hibernatorium or the canteen, right? And so I'm thinking either I run into the hibernatorium, which isn't really all that much better because there's an adult in here on full health. And what am I going to do from there? Run away again? And then... I guess I'd have to run into the nest? Which could be fine? I mean, I say could be fine. I mean, that's it. That's basically it. It's like, run into the hibernatorium and then run into the nest, right? My only other option is to run back into the canteen and try to punch the breeder on the off chance I kill it or it runs away, thus buying a possible chance for the mechanic to somehow get away. I don't know how he's going to get away, but... You think attack the king, Margot? I think try to run from the king and attack the breeder. That's my gamble. I mean, we're gonna die anyway. We've got 2 serious wounds and 1 more light wound will kill us. So we're basically dead anyway. So the only hope we've got is trying to buy time for the mechanic. And I don't think the mechanic's gonna live if that breeder survives. Because if the breeder dies, maybe the mechanic can get away from the adult. You know, if we can get back to the cabin, up at the top, then we can use the technical corridors to get away. So, with that in mind, that's the plan. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. So, our final action is to move into here with the soldier. I say final action. Our final action this round, we've got 1 more card, which we'll use to punch the breeder next turn, if this doesn't kill us. Although, I suspect it probably will, because unless it misses outright, No, it's a bite. We take a serious wound and we're killed. It actually says if we have 2 serious wounds, we die, so. Bummer! Yeah, exactly, Margot. I had 2 serious wounds and 2 light wounds. So... Oh, so you're saying I could take 2 more light wounds. Well, fair enough. But we dead. We died. A valiant last attempt to punch the breeder, but it didn't work out. Thanks, Heggers. So I guess the mechanic retreats into the room with the breeder and then also tries to punch it. Because that's all I got. That's all I got. All of my cards are non-combat. I've got 2 searches in the technical corridors, which, as Margot rightly pointed out, I can't even use. And I don't even have this duct tape, damn it. Okay, so I play a search card to flee back into here. And then I don't have to roll for noise, but I do have to take an Intruder Attack. Flap. Claw attack. Suffer 2 light wounds and get 1 contamination. So I take a second serious wound and another contamination. And the second serious wound is... melted! Oh, we do have a slime marker. Oh, good. Cool. And, I'll just leave that there because I'm going to need it again in a moment. And also contamination as well. Oh, man, this was going so well until it suddenly wasn't. Here I was talking about Untold Stories 2. Forget it! This is how it ends. Everybody died. We never got to know how it ended. How it might have ended. And now I'm going to use my search card to punch the breeder. That's right, isn't it? Yes. I don't need to roll for noise, so there's no chance the adult's actually going to follow me. I guess he's like, Breeder's got this. Okay. Thanks, Sniper. I appreciate it. Man, I appreciate it. This could have... The thing is, like, if you watch that turn where I attacked the breeder, there was a good chance there, like, a good chance that he could have been killed. I really think that that was the right choice, in spite of the fact that it just marginally didn't pay off. So that actually counts as a hit. So, remind me again how unarmed... Oh no, that's only against adult intruders, actually. Oh, maybe I actually put too many wounds on the breeder earlier then. I forgot that Vital Places is only on adults. There's a lot to remember. So I think I miss, and therefore I take a serious wound, right? In combat, if you attack melee. So basically, we take 1 more serious wound card, which is legs. So now we've got no hands, we've got no legs, we've been melted, and also we're dead. So here's a dramatic recreation of the final battle. You've killed my... This stuff, folks. Come on. Dramatic recreation should be in focus. Here we go. You killed the soldier, friend! I'll get you! Oh no, my hand! I dropped my torch! It kind of hurts, but I'm not really worried about anything. Blah! I've been melted by acid and I can't see anything! My leg's been broken and now also I'm dead. Nom, 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 nom. I will breed with you. Oh no, don't think about it, it's horrible. Okay, and that's how Nemesis ends. The end. That was fun! So, I actually, once again, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I was really enjoying that. It all fell apart very quickly, just in the way Nemesis does typically fall apart. You know, as usual, if you want to see episode 4.1, which is episode 7 of my 4-part Nemesis series, then do let me know by leaving a comment down below or leaving a like in the on the video, or if you've enjoyed it, leave a like on the video. That's always helps us with YouTube's robotic brain. And you know, there was potential there for us to Death is still an ending. Death is an ending. So if you think this is the appropriate ending for this series, we'll leave it here. Although personally, I am quite keen to find out what one of the epilogues is. And yeah, as usual, of course, it wouldn't have been a proper ready, steady play Nemesis run through without significant impact from Doors. So thank you, Doors, for your ongoing involvement in the Nemesis Untold Stories campaign. But you know, for now, for tonight, we let it rest with everyone's dead. But good job, guys. You almost possibly had done it. I don't know. As Margot rightly says in chat, death is the only proper ending for Nemesis. It's true. It's true. All hail the Doors. I truly believe that if I had made it to the I dimension and 2 years had passed, or 3 years, or 4 years, and I'd come back through the from the I dimension, I would have discovered that society had collapsed and they'd all become fanatical religious devotees to the religion of the Doors, because truly there's something more to the Doors, something supernatural from beyond. Perhaps the Doors themselves are in part hail from the I dimension, or even beyond that. But thank you everyone so much for watching and for coming on this adventure with me. And like I said, do let me know if you want me to continue with Untold Stories. But we've also, of course, got all of the many other games ongoing that we're playing on the channel. And, you know, if somehow you're not subscribed to the channel and you don't have your notifications turned on, please do all of those lovely things, because it certainly helps us out with all of the with all of the general YouTube robotic stuff. And thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters, without whom these streams wouldn't be happening, and they certainly wouldn't be happening at the level of quality in which they are taking place. And finally, the soundtrack was provided by Michael Barrett, and you can find that on Sound Stuff, which is his production site, and you can find links to the audio soundtrack in the description of this video down below. So be sure to check that out if you've enjoyed this. There's 2 albums up there inspired by Nemesis, which could be good for your own game night or your own Untold Stories playthrough, if indeed you are undergoing the same struggle I'm going through at home. But for now, thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. So let's roll the credits. Bye!